Okay, for my teaching portfolio this year, I just want to reflect on some of the questions, some of the prompts that were given for this reflection, and I want to do it by a video and just show you a few slides with some evidence. First of all, evidence of learning this year and also some of my goals for improvement basically center on my use of Actively Learn in my course. This year was the first year I have fully implemented Actively Learn into English 12 and also English 1010. Last year we experimented with it and I used it mostly in quarter four, but this year I have nearly all my readings in Actively Learn. And I think Actively Learn is the best way to see the evidence of student learning. Um, the students are engaging with the texts more through reading and then also answering questions, viewing resources as they come across these different issues in the text. They're collaborating with peers in the notes and the comments, and they are expected to meet all of the standards through the reading. Every student in my class, in all of my classes, are given the same texts, the same expectations for reading complex texts and responding in writing at a 12th grade level. Um, that is the expectation, and of course, not all students can do that without support. So in Actively Learn, I have worked to put extra help, specifically templates, writing templates for students, and other extra help. For instance, if I ask a question, I can provide extra help and assign that to certain students where I will pinpoint the passage where the information comes from. And so that has been, that's some evidence of providing differentiation, but also expecting a lot out of all my students. But I know I can improve, and that also has to do with Actively Learn. My goal for the future is to provide more of this kind of differentiation within my course by providing extra help for struggling students and also kind of tracking tracking their progress and the effectiveness of that extra help through data. So that's my goal for next year. The OER contest that I have included in my course in English 12 is some good evidence of the pride that I have in my work and also an example of how I push students to perform and excel, even those that are already the high achieving students in my class. I ask them to do a project on A Tale of Two Cities, and the contest is that those excellent projects are later published in the OER Commons. And students that win the OER contest are given gift cards to Amazon as a little bit of incentive. I feel like this has helped students really push the boundaries of what they're used to doing in classes because they know their work could be published for everyone to see. And I feel like it's provided a chance for students to shine even when maybe they struggle in some academic areas. So this has been just one good example of the excitement I have for my students' work and the trust I have in them and the expectation for them to work hard and produce excellent work. The prompts that you provided for the portfolio also talk about the new strategies and new things I've tried this year in my classes to better meet the needs of my students, especially those that are struggling and those that I need to do more to reach and help succeed. And one of the new strategies I've implemented this year is a different type of teacher check-in and also a push for Blackboard Collaborate with my students this year. In the past, I've required students to have an individual conference with me during the third quarter to talk about their research papers. And In the first quarter, I required that to be a video chat, a one-on-one video chat with me in Google Hangouts. In the third quarter, I modified that a little bit because I was finding that students were reluctant to come to me on that in the video chat, and sometimes that was a huge barrier for some students, and they just wouldn't do the assignment at all. So this in quarter three, I gave some different options that were really successful. For the teacher check-in assignment, I made it a check-in and not a required Google Hangout video chat. They could check in with me through GChat, just typing in the box, or they could do a video chat or call me on the phone. Or the other option was to attend a Blackboard Collaborate session that were scheduled weekly. And I found that providing that kind of flexibility was much more effective. Students that would come to me, just chat with me in the chat box, often I was able to get them to move toward a video chat so that I could demonstrate how to research in the Pioneer Library, or we could work on a Google Doc with their thesis statement and things like that. So that became more effective because it wasn't so intimidating right off the bat, but often I could move them into actually speaking with me. The other option of providing the Blackboard Collaborate session was really effective. I would take notes throughout the week on things that I needed to reteach or emphasize at the end of the week, and then I would schedule a Collaborate session. I usually had about 6 or 7 students attend, and I would first go over the things that I had noticed over the week that needed to be addressed, and at the second half of the session, I would ask for questions, and students usually had questions and were able to participate, usually just chatting in, but there was more of a feeling that live teaching and learning was going on, and that I was able to address their questions immediately, and then I was able to record those Blackboard Collaborate sessions and direct students to them later that had some of the same issues. So I want to continue doing this in Blackboard Collaborate. It helped me feel like I was teaching in real time, responding to things that were going on that week in the class, specific to this class, and it was just kind of a fun exercise that was pretty successful. And finally, I want to focus a little bit on my relationship with students and parents this year. From some student feedback that I've gotten through forums and polls, I guess apparently I have a reputation of being a really difficult teacher, and it's funny, some students were saying how intimidated they were or scared of taking English from me in their senior year, but that it turned out to be not quite so bad as they thought. But some of these quotes that I've highlighted in this slide have to do with, I guess I'm most proud of them because the feedback that I'm getting from parents and students is that my class actually teaches them useful skills, and that the way that I teach them shows that I really care that they learn the material and that they're prepared for college or whatever is next in their lives. So it's okay that I may not be the easiest teacher or the most fun, but I really do care about the students, and I hope that these comments kind of highlight that. The first quote is from the parent of a student that's really struggling, probably won't even pass or graduate this year, but I just think it shows that we have a really good relationship as, you know, a teacher and a parent kind of working on the same team to help this student in any way we can. The middle quote is from a student that just mentioned how the research and the skills that he learned this year were really effective in helping him prepare, and he learned a lot about researching this year. And then the final is from a teacher that just thanked me, or actually from a parent that thanked me for really caring about student learning, I guess she said she kind of listens to the videos and recordings in my course, and it just thanked me for actually caring if the students learn the material, and for it says for helping to shape her son's life. So anyway, that's just some evidence about um, my relationship with students and parents, and that's what I really care about, is that students are learning and that they're prepared and that they feel like they can come to me for help and learn the material. So it's been a great year this year. I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I've set a few goals, and I don't know, it's just been a positive year. So thank you so much. I love working at this school, and I look forward to next year.